Good evening, and welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2019. My name is Tessa Hilt, and I am the president of the class of 2019. A special thanks to the Niskayuna High School Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Eric S. Hughes for that wonderful musical interlude and the pre-ceremony performance. Well, we made it to graduation day. And yes, this is kind of a big deal. And because of that, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, or maybe nervous, or maybe even excited. Whatever you are feeling, remember it and enjoy it. This is our commencement ceremony, a celebration of 4 years of rigorous academia and hard work. As I look out into the crowd, I'm extremely proud to see an incredible group of people who are on their way to a bright future. But before we move forward, I ask that we first take a step back and look into the past. In freshman year, we worried about being crushed against lockers by the seniors. And as seniors, we worried about being crushed against the lockers by the freshmen. I mean, some of the freshmen are like 6 feet tall. Together, we went to our first homecoming dance and tried out our middle school dance moves on not so middle school friendly songs. And we experienced our first Niskayuna Halloween together, where we were awestruck at how crazy the high school goes for the holiday. And not long after all of this, we became sophomores. We had gotten into the rhythm of high school and surely had everything figured out. Until junior year, where the stresses of exams, the future, finding a prom date really hit. And finally, we made it to senior year, which has gone by faster than any of us could have imagined. Not only have we experienced life within Niskayuna, but we have been involved in issues that extend socially and globally. We have lived through groundbreaking moments, such as when the first person ate a Tide Pod and somehow got the rest of the world to do it too. Or when that egg surpassed Kylie Jenner with the most likes on Instagram. But on a more serious note, we really have lived through major global and social issues. The social unrest in our world continues, with hate crimes, gender and racial inequality, climate change, and gun violence becoming more prevalent by the day. This year, Niskayuna experienced the reality of one of these issues when we had a 6-hour lockdown. What had just been news to easily bypass quickly became real life. We realized that these issues can affect anyone, and that nothing changes if our actions don't change. Therefore, I am proud to say that many in our class have found a passion for creating awareness and increased sensitivity to what is happening in our world. We have walked out of school for the #Enough movement and proudly marched in women's and climate marches. And for the first time ever this year, Niskayuna High School hosted a multicultural fair, which celebrated the many cultures that bring diversity and richness to the community. Now, the issues I mentioned before are only a handful of many that our generation, our class, will face in the future, but I cannot think of a better group of people to take on the challenge. I know that our passionate activists, our student athletes, our magnificent musicians, our talented artists, and our future scientists and craftsmen will use their talents to leave a legacy in the world as they already have in Niskayuna. On our journey to changing the world, there will be, of course, obstacles to overcome and mistakes to be made. Certainly, we have all had our fair share of mistakes made in high school. Like that time when you studied the quadratic formula so hard, only to realize the next day that your test was actually on the American Revolution. Or when you accidentally parked in the senior lot as a junior and then got a ticket. Life is all about making mistakes and making them over and over again. Mistakes are made so that we can learn from them. So maybe studying the wrong material for that test wasn't such a bad thing, because at least now you know that you are tragically sleep deprived and should probably go to bed before 3 a.m. And one more thing. Remember that as you move through your life, you are allowed to say, I don't know. We should not have all the answers right now. In fact, now is the time to explore and make mistakes. Now is the best time to say, I don't know. For example, when your parents ask you in 10 years when you're going to move out of the house and stop eating their food, you simply say, I don't know. Despite wherever life takes us, what I do know is that we have a world of questions to ask and problems to solve. There is so much to look forward to in the future, but there are just some unforgettable things in Niskayuna that we could not help but miss. We will miss Mrs. Wertman reminding us at lunch that a clean table is a happy table. We will miss Old Calf, which sells the best chocolate chip muffins ever. And we will miss interacting with friends and faculty in the calm, quiet atmosphere of the library. But most importantly, we will miss the community and opportunity that this incredible high school has given us. I think we can all agree that now that high school has ended, the grades, scores, likes, and dislikes aren't about what we're going to remember high school. Rather, it is the opportunities we took on, knowledge we acquired, and lifelong friendships we have secured that will really shape our memories of Niskayuna High School. There truly are some things that you can only find in a place as special as Niskayuna. On behalf of our entire class, I would like to thank all Niskayuna administrators, faculty, and parents for their continued guidance and support for us throughout our journey. I truly do believe that every single one of us in the graduating class of 2019 is capable of adding something remarkable to the world. And I can't wait to see what the future has in store for all of us. Congratulations to everyone. Today is truly a great day to be a warrior. Thank you. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce the Superintendent of the Niskayuna Central School District, Dr. Cosmo Tangora, Jr.
Good evening. Swiss philosopher Henri Emile defined truth as the secret of eloquence and of virtue, the basis of moral authority, the highest summit of art and life. As I reflect on the trials and tribulations of the past year, I'm reminded of the qualities of the class of 2019. Responsibility, community, and sustainability were at the heart of all the conversations we had throughout the year. One of the many great things about our community is that we are strongly focused on young people. We are a kinder, more caring, and vibrant place because of that. The class of 2019 have distinguished themselves as leaders. I watched with pride as they found their voice and advocated for what they believed in. We live in a divided society that seemingly has lost its ability to engage in courteous disagreement. Although you have grown up in an era when social media is used recklessly, you have demonstrated your ability to speak to power in a respectful, civil, and dignified manner. In a time of rapid change, societal strife, and challenges, you, the class of 2019, have unquestionably chosen to be part of the solution. You've chosen to build community. Tonight we celebrate the talented, eloquent, and passionate men and women you've grown into. You should know how grateful we all are to have been part of your time in Niskayuna. We are proud of each and every one of you. It is my hope that wherever you go, wherever your path may take you, that you will draw upon the lessons you have learned from your time with us and continue to engage in the responsible citizenship you have modeled for all of us. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you, Dr. Tangora, for your words of encouragement and all of your support for our students. Now, would you please welcome fellow classmates Nina Chu, Milena D'Amato, Tess I. McGrinder, Jonathan A. Romano, Samantha I. Sanborn, Cassidy M. Stegnity, and Class of 2020 member Benjamin Yao, as they perform In My Life by the Beatles.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some are gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Dead and some are living in my life. I love them all, but of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. All these memories lose their meaning when I think of them. Affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
Thank you for that outstanding performance. Would you please join me in welcoming the Secretary of the class, Aiden M. Stevens, and class historian, Johanna L. Stevenson, as they present the class gift.
As seniors leaving Niskayuna High School, a place that I'm sure has given each and every one of us so much, the least we could do is give something back. This year, as our class gift, we decided on a stone bench. It's outside of the main entrance. We hope that in addition to the physical purpose of the bench, that it serves as another space for the students to go, another place where they are free to create memories that they can be reminded of every day as they walk past it, and hopefully memories that they can fondly remember when they are where we are now, looking back on their high school years.
When it came time to decide who we would dedicate the gift to, we quickly knew exactly who it would be. We'll be dedicating the gift to Tom Flood and Mike Jones, two men who gave more to this district in the time we had with them than we could have ever possibly asked for. Mr. Flood and Senor Jones were taken from us far too soon and were far from finished with their roles in our Niskayuna High School community. We are forever grateful for all that they did for this school and its students, and they will always be in our memory as some of the finest teachers we ever had the honor of knowing and working with. Because of the care and hard work they put into their jobs, Mr. Flood and Senor Jones will always be with us in our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Aiden and Johanna. For our next musical presentation of the evening, please welcome fellow seniors Noah S. Best, Alexandra H. Burgess, Alexander G. Cherry, Nina Chu, Brendan P. Codd, Milena D'Amato, Allison A. Duguide, Lacey A. Farina, Evan T. Griffin, Alyssa C. Hoogs, Megan E. Kehoe, Hassap Lee, Jordan M. McCann, Tess I. McGrinder, Samantha I. Sanborn, Chris C. Sunil, and Jack M. Samansko. They will perform Come Alive from The Greatest Showman, accompanied by Mrs. Maria Germain.
Stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can't shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. You can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. Sun is up and the colors blinding. Take a world and redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind. You'll never be the same. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Go and light your light. Let it burn so bright. Reaching up. Reaching up. To the sky. To the sky. And you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I see it in your eyes. You need to hide your face, afraid to step outside. So you lock the door, but don't you stay that way. No more living in the shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never be the same. A little bit of lightning striking, bottled up to keep on shining. Prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive. Come alive. Go and light your light. Let it burn so bright. Reaching up to the sky. And it's open wide. You're electrified. And the world becomes a fantasy. dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in. So dreaming with our eyes wide open. So dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive.
Thank you for that terrific performance. I would now ask Assistant Principal Anthony Malizia to join me at the podium for the passing of the school flag. Class of 2020 President Connor Shoemaker is not feeling well this evening, and Mr. Malizia will represent the junior class. The passing of the school flag is a tradition which began with the class of 1987. That graduating class donated the flag, which represented the leadership and enthusiasm that the students in our school exhibit daily.
On behalf of the class of 2020, I hereby accept this flag. Connor just wanted to make sure he passed along his congratulations to the senior class and wish them all the best of luck. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the treasurer of the class of 2019, Martin M. Dolan, and the vice president of the class of 2019, George Sakalakos. Who will acknowledge the class advisors and the high school administrators.
Hello, everyone. My name is George, and this is my good friend, Marty. It's been an honor to serve you over the past 2 years, and I want to thank all of you for making our high school experience so memorable. I would like to take this moment to thank some people in particular who have made these past 4 years excellent. First off, thank you, Mrs. Reeder, for guiding us class officers throughout all of our endeavors over the past 4 years. I'd also like to thank Mrs. McPherson and Mrs. Duluca for their support. The two of them have been so helpful over these years, and we can't thank them enough. Lastly, on behalf of the student council and the entire senior class, I would like to thank our student activities coordinator, Mr. Bianchi. We wouldn't be where we are today without his help and support. Thank you so much, and best of luck to everyone in your future.
We will be donating $450 to the American Cancer Foundation for Mr. Rickert, $450 to Niskayuna Food Pantry for Dr. Jones, $450 to St. Jude for Mr. Malizia, and $450 to the Marginal Way Charity in memory of Tina Bianchi.
Thank you, Marty and George. For our final musical presentation of the evening, please welcome Nicholas S. Budka, Thomas J. Cuvillier, Robert A. Istorico, and James M. Kemp as they perform The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
yourself up yet. It's only in your head you feel left out, looked down on. Just do your best, do everything you can. It doesn't matter what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time, but you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own, so don't buy them. Live right now, yeah, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. It just takes some time, but you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time, but you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out, look down on. Just do your best, do everything you can. It doesn't matter what their bitter hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time, but you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time, but you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
Thank you!
Thank you, Niski.
What an amazing performance. Great job. Special thanks to all of our student performers this evening. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the principal of our high school, Mr. John W. Rickert.
Thank you, Tessa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in recognizing our class officers for their outstanding service and leadership to the class of 2019. Thank you very much. This year, we were joined by 2 students as part of the district's International Scholars Program. Joining us from Malaysia is Meng Yu Ho, and joining us from China is Xiao Ting Tang. And we'd also like to welcome Meng Yu's mother and grandmother who traveled all the way from Malaysia to be here with us this evening. We welcome you. And at this time, I would ask them to join me, and Xiao Ting will speak on behalf of our International Scholars Program. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, we would like to congratulate all class of 2019 graduates as we achieved this important milestone in our lives. As international students, we're delighted to attend this school and be part of such a welcoming school community. We would like to express our gratitude to Niskayuna High School for the special opportunities it has provided us. We are grateful to all our teachers and host families that have given us help and hosted us for this year, and in my case, for 3 years. I would like to thank Mr. Austin and Mr. Matthijs especially. They have supported and helped us whenever we needed during our years here. In addition, we want to give our thanks to all our friends. Because of you, we had a wonderful time here. At last, I will end here with my favorite quote. Good morning, and in case I don't say ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Graduates, enjoy your summer, college, and the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being with us. It is now my honor to call upon the President of our Board of Education, Mr. Jack Caloriso, who will introduce the Hall of Fame inductee.
Thank you, Mr. Rickert. Congratulations, graduates. As part of our 25th anniversary celebration in 1983, we instituted the first annual Niskayuna High School Hall of Fame program. The purpose of the program is to honor graduates who have distinguished themselves in a specific field or endeavor, in civic affairs, in humanitarian affairs, or in activities deemed by the Hall of Fame Committee to merit special recognition. We are proud of our Hall of Fame inductees as they serve as role models for our students. We believe the Hall of Fame program will help develop a more positive school climate and bring our community together in sharing the successes of our native sons and daughters. A committee of students, faculty, citizens, and administrators selected the inductee from nominations submitted by members of the public. The inductee will have an etched photo plaque with a brief biographical description permanently housed in the special Hall of Fame area at the main entrance to the high school. The inductee will also receive an individual plaque commemorating this honor. This year, the Hall of Fame Committee has selected retired Colonel John G. Riley from the class of 1982. The plaque reads, Colonel John G. Riley, United States Army, dedicated 25 years of loyal and faithful service to defense of the United States of America as a career Special Forces officer. John graduated from Niskayuna High School in 1982. Colonel Riley was commissioned through the St. Lawrence University ROTC program as an infantry second lieutenant in 1986 and was designated a Special Forces officer in 1991. His overseas assignments and deployments include support to NATO, United States European Command, United States Central Command, and National Command Authority operations. Additionally, Colonel Riley was assigned to duty in Germany, the United Kingdom, Bosnia, Rwanda, Slovakia, Uganda, Iraq, and Afghanistan. As a Special Forces officer, Colonel Riley has 8 years of command in war and peace. Colonel Riley's awards include the Bronze Star, NATO Medal, the Defense Meritorious Service Medal with 1 oak leaf cluster, and the Meritorious Service Medal with 4 oak leaf clusters. Colonel Riley's service has been marked by integrity, loyalty, boldness, and humility, all in good measure, and is a testament to his dedication and sacrifice and that of his family. Today, John Riley continues to serve his country as Assistant Chief of Staff of the Joint Special Operations Command. It is my honor to introduce you to Colonel John Riley.
Thank you very much.
hold them for you.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks very much. Good evening, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, mentors, travelers from near and far. Good evening to the teachers, the faculty, the administration, and the staff. Please join me in congratulating the Niskayuna High School graduating class of 2019. To those who preceded me up here tonight, what talent. You're an awful tough act to follow. But whether you were speaking, playing, or singing, I'm standing in awe. In the Army, we have a saying about speeches. Be brief, be brilliant, be gone. We also say 2 out of 3 ain't bad, so bear with me. I'm humbled and honored to provide you some thoughts tonight. Before I do, though, I should thank my brother Matt, who nominated me, and my mom and dad, who are here, as well as my wife Tanya, without whose love and support I certainly wouldn't be standing here. As I got my remarks together tonight, I thought back to when I was out there in a cap and gown in June of 1982. I pondered the thoughtful words of the commencement speaker. And then I got to thinking, I really had no idea what they said. Heck, I didn't even remember who they were. I acknowledge my words may not be remembered tonight. But there's a chance, and then I'll risk it. So I did some homework. You know, I was a student once. I did some homework. I call it a little local research. Word on the street is that this class, the graduating class, is talented. They're chock full of athletes, scholars, gifted artists. We've seen that tonight. Hardworking achievers. And some are off to college. Some are off to the job market. Some are going to embark on a path of service, either to their faith or perhaps the military or elsewhere. Still others will travel at home and abroad to understand what path is next for them. And as I thought about who it was I was talking to, I sort of realized that the class of 2019 was probably much like the class of 1982. They were as well prepared by their family and their community as they could be. To the class of 2019, I'd remark that nobody achieves alone, and that Niskayuna High School is a special place. Your class is just like the multitude of classes that went before. See, students don't end up in Niskayuna by chance. Your parents, your teachers, your administrators, and your staff, they've been pulling for you. They've been pulling for you all along. Class of 2019, please join me in giving them a hand. I'd like to remark on the words said about me. I read the info available, Green Beret, combat veteran. I'd like to dispel any notions about your commencement speaker. I'm nothing more than a simple soldier. The strength of a Special Forces team is the operational detachment. It's 12 soldiers. Each of them serves for usually 10 or more years on the team. The last member of the team, usually the youngest, always the least experienced, is the officer. I was as often as not that guy on the team. If I survived any fight, if I enjoyed any success in the Army, it was due to all the others on the team. Many of them are still engaged in battle, and some of them may never see their families again. We're indebted to all of them. And now to the graduates. So now to the graduates. I'd like to talk to you about some words that I learned in the Army, and they stand out as important to me and worth considering tonight and often. The first of those is service. I've been thanked for service time and time again, and as much as I truly appreciate that thanks, I always try and remember to remind people that service is not unique to the military. Teachers, administrators, bus drivers, coaches, staff, clergy, parents, siblings, relatives, friends, each have offered their service and services to see you succeed. To the graduates, I know many of you have likely chosen service already, in ways large and small. I'm challenging you to step it up. Not only does your fellow man, your fellow woman need you, but you need to serve. You need the return on investment that it offers you. I'm asking you to consider service in all that you do. Rather than feeling burdened, consider yourselves lucky to have that opportunity. Through serving others, you can't help but make yourselves better. The next words. The next word is luck. It's kind of a funny word for a speech like this. Luck comes in two flavors, and you know what they are. You can influence what kind you have. Now, back when I was younger, I was a lucky guy. I spent a lot of time doing something I loved. I spent a lot of time flying. Now, I didn't fly airplanes, and I didn't fly helicopters. Really, I didn't fly them unless it was just to get out of them. What I flew was parachutes. As a parachutist, I learned the real definition of luck. And I'll admit, there's a certain exhilaration in falling through the clouds at 120 miles an hour. Frankly, it's about the most fun you can have with your clothes on. However, yes, Mother, I said that. There's no denying the feelings that assault you when your chute doesn't open. That happened to me. Parachutists drill over and over and over, mentally and physically, for that moment when their chute doesn't open. You see, free fallers understand the definition of luck. Luck is the intersection of preparation and opportunity. Be prepared when opportunity knocks. When people say to make your own luck, that's what they're talking about. Luck translates every day for each and every one of us. Look for it. You'll see good luck in everything you do. Preparation is the key. Next word, risk. I mentioned jumping out of planes. Parachuting certainly seems a risky business, and it is. Frankly, the whole thing's a little crazy. Every time you jump out of a plane, you absolutely must save your own life. As instructors, in a few short weeks, the men and women we trained became free fall qualified. We took men and women who've never jumped out of a plane, and we graduated them. In 2 years, I gave 20 graduation speeches. Every one of them talked about risk. I suppose this one's no different. My message to you is the same tonight. There's a difference between taking risk and seeking risk. The first is necessary, the second, foolish. Life without risk sounds like a safe and comfortable proposition, but it's simply not possible. The very act of birth is a risk to mother and child. And at a different level, we have to take risks to achieve the goals that produce fulfillment in our lives. For every dream we have and goal we set, there's an opportunity for failure. The good news, you can be in control. And you are worth that risk. Each and every graduate is already a proven winner. Niskayuna High School is no ordinary place. Remember that, and your dreams are worth the risk. Remember that, and you will succeed. I got 2 more words. Bear with me. Your friends need you. Your family needs you. You've heard a little about this earlier on stage tonight. Your nation needs you to embrace civility. Civility. I don't care about your gender, your orientation, your race, your religion, your politics, your goals, and the risks that you are willing to embrace to achieve them. Our nation faces a dilemma, a situation in which many are so unwilling to listen to different perspectives that it threatens our ability to communicate and collaborate. It affects our ability to be effective as a nation. I ask you to be civil to one another, to work towards understanding, to be open to opposing views, and compromise. These times demand that of you. Good news, home stretch. While I don't recall what the speaker said at my graduation, I do recall one thing. I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do when I grew up. It's not as important as people want you to believe. Now, even more than when I graduated, there are tremendous pressures. Pressures to do this, do that, be this, be that, believe this, believe that, reach this goal or that. How could anyone absolutely make sense of it all? Who to listen to? Listen to you. The people I know who are content in life are those who define their goals and planned to achieve them. The people who I know that are content in life let their plans be guided by their dreams. The best way to eat an elephant, or so the saying goes anyway, is one bite at a time. It's worth considering planning for life in exactly the same way. Choose a goal. Have one for next week. Have one for next month. Have one for next year. That's planning. Be thoughtful. Define what's really important to you, what you're passionate about. Armed with your plan, take pleasure in doing it. And dare to dream. Dream about what's next. Imagine yourself in 5 years. Imagine in 10. Where are you? Who are you? Always, always make sure your dream is yours. Make sure the goals of your plan are pointed at your dream. Have a passion for both the plan and the dream, and simply don't quit. We are each a work in progress. We are all in the process of becoming who we will be every single day. If you're doing something that's important to you, taking a risk on yourself, preparing for the opportunities that life brings, and serving others, you'll have done as well as anyone, even your parents, can hope. Class of 2019, I promised one more word. As your commencement speaker, and I'll leave this with you to think on, one final definition at the end. Commencement. It means beginning. Go Silver Warriors.
Thank you, Colonel Riley. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your words of wisdom, and congratulations on your induction to our very prestigious Niskayuna High School Hall of Fame. Before we present the diplomas to the 61st graduating class in Niskayuna High School history, I'd like to recognize the work of a very important person in our district. Miss Lauren Gemmel has served as an elementary principal for 9 years and most recently has been our assistant superintendent for the past 6 years. She will be leaving us at the end of this school year to become a BOCES district assistant superintendent for the entire region. We thank you, Lauren, and we ask you to please accept this Medal of Excellence as a symbol of the high standard of excellence that you've exhibited during your leadership in our district. And now for the presentation of the diplomas. Assisting in the presentation of the diplomas will be Mr. Timothy Albanese, school counselor, who will read the names of each graduate. Assistant principals Dr. Eva L. Jones and Anthony J. Malizia will greet the graduates at stage right and will present each graduate with a pin depicting our school logo, a gift to the graduates from the faculty, staff, and administration of the high school. Acknowledging the graduates as they exit stage left will be Mrs. Kathleen Chivalella and Mr. Steve Haneke, who will be retiring this year after many years of outstanding service to our students, and we congratulate you. Also assisting with the distribution of the diplomas will be Mr. Calariso and Ms. Gemmel. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Cosmo Tangora Jr., will join me in greeting each graduate. And now, distinguished members of the Board of Education, the students with us have been certified by the faculty of Niskayuna High School as persons who have met the graduation requirements set forth by the State of New York and the Board of Education of the Niskayuna Central School District. It is my distinct privilege to present to you the Niskayuna High School Class of 2019.
President of the Class of 2019, Tessa Chalman-Hilt. Vice President of the Class of 2019, George Sakalakos. Secretary of the Class of 2019, Aiden M. Stevens. Treasurer of the Class of 2019, Martin M. Dolan. Historian of the Class of 2019, Johanna Lynn Stevenson. Emily Rose Baker. Mac Bisnet. Isla Selleck. Matthew James Chow. Julia D. Delacos. Yunfan Lisa Dong. Christina Danielle Handy. Madeline R. Harland. Charlotte W. Hay. Justin Allen Hay. Avanti Mukesh Kar. Charlotte M. Kokernak. Alexa J. Lashway. Brian Liu. Samya S. Mehta. Kavya Nair. Tolulape Olajubu Oshinowo. Grace Elizabeth Smith. Christopher S. Yang. Alyssa Caroline Hoogs. Nina Shu. Board of Education member Rosemary Perez Jaquith will now confer the diploma upon the student representative to the Board of Education, Jonathan A. Romano. Cassidy Margaret Stagniti. Nicholas S. Budka. Thomas J. M. Culvier. Robert Estorico. James Martin Kemp. Deepti R. Aaron. Olubenga Adilaja. Rowan J. Adrian. Noah S. J. M. Best. Alexandra Hope Burgess. Alexander G. Cherry. Brendan P. Codd. Allison Ann Dugard. Lacey Ann Farina. Evan Thomas Griffin. Megan Elizabeth Aaron Kehoe. Ha Sup Lee. Jordan M. B. McCann. Chris Karen Sunil. Jack M. Skamansko. Milena D'Amato. Tess I. McGrinder. Samantha I. Sanborn. Claudia Elizabeth Agostino. Hasina Ahmad. Akil Ahmed. Nafisa Ali. Jafar Ali Alizada. Cameron May Almas. Gabrielle Jordan Alston. Sarah Emily Anderson. Olivia Karen Apkarian. Nicholas J. Armstrong. Hannah G. Aronowitz. Jeffrey Barron Ashworth. Kyle D. Ayers. Jeanette E. Bakia. Jürgen E. Bach. Hannah Backert. Sally L. Becker. Chase Brandon Bahar. Timur Anton Belitsky. Bryce Logan Burkhoff. Sydney Renee Blodgett. Tyler S. Bobbitt. Adam Bobick. Peter A. Bajarsek. Razia Malika Bolapragada. Kellen Jane Briggs. Kristen Beth Brinsko. Christian John Brown. Ricky Grant Zembekis Brown. Daniel Joseph Brownell. Tyrell Javon Buchanan. Cameron Emily Brownsey. Monica A. Buckley. Vladimir Budraki. Jasmine Fajarda Buenaventura. Maida Bulamula. Allison Julie Berger. Nikaya Burns. Isabel Marie Bushway. Cecilia M. Kane. Ethan J. Kapanong. Colby D. Karash. Ryan C. Carroll. Logan Sharland. Rashika Shavali. Kiana Chittenden. Claire V. Choi. Sin-Ning Chuang. Gabriella Citone. Riley B. Coleman. Drew Michael Collins. Michelle Josephine Comerford. Alice K. Connolly. Annabelle Grace Conover. William P. Cordell. Malini Hyde Correa. Ian Christopher Cote. Antonio M. Catuno. Kenneth Walter Cox. Sarah E. Davenport. Christian A. Dobert. Michael Vincent Dean. Brian Edward Delahanty. Megan E. Delahanty. Christina Marie Deso. Jacob Connor Dominikowski. Brooke Reagan Donahue. Julia Ann Duriski. Jonah Narases Dajukian. Kara Diane Duffy. Keenan B. Dougal. Danielle Patricia Dunn. Lydia R. Ekman. Danica A. Ely. Janessa P. Elde. Ross Aaron Engelmeyer. Paolo Miguel Escano. Caroline Jane Farina. Tyler John Ferguson. Zachary E. Fierstein. Ainsley Megan Filkins. John Walter Finn. Mason James Ford. Veronica Ursula Forth. Patrick Michael Frank. Daniel Evan Frankel. Matthew J. Frankel. Nicholas Joseph Fraderigo. Harley Davidson Gans. Leanne Gao. Carlos Jose Garcia. Stephen A. Garcia. Caitlin M. Gersler. Jackson Grace Chemete. Mattia Gialli. Mariana Juliette Gonzalez. Aubrey Ann Marie Goodspeed. Michael Joseph Gorman. Jenna Ashley Gort. Kyle Thomas Gresson. Christian Charles Grigas. Madeline Renee Grinder. John A. Grossman. David J. Guest. Ariel Quinnet Gilligitan. Joanna T. Gua. Sydney Jean Gushlaw. Thomas Miguel Guzman. Cecilia Yeon Har. Salma Hack. Jeffrey R. Halusik. Jocelyn Nicole Hamilton. Cassidy J. Harvey. Hannah E. Hastings. Cole J. Hedden. Kaylee L. Hernandez. Madeline Ruby Hessler. Angelo D. Heyrana. Damon Griffin Hildreth. Terrell M. Hill. Jenna Ho. Nancy Ho. Noah James Hoke. Zachary J. Hyatt. Andrew E. Insonia. Hiba S. Iqbal. Quinn S. Jackson. Carolyn M. Jazowitz. Jalen Alexander Janot. Lenora S. Jofield. Logan Gabrielle Johnson. James A. Joyce. Braden Mitchell Jung. Vaishnuvi Kennekamadala. Kevin Daniel Carlock. Zoe Alexa Katsudis. Sophia Marie Kirschner. Griffin J. King. Aaron J. Kernick. Jace J. Kim. Sukpal Kingra. Christina Noel Kos. Emma L. Kowaleski. Cora Faye Kraus. Kyra Rose Lang. Grace C. Lambert. Julia Ann Larilliard. Megan E. Lawson. Julia Chase LeBlanc. Fiona Kathleen Leonard. Colin J. Lewis. Lydia Jane Long. Che Eun Lim. Christiana Marie Lusher. George Daniel Macco. Daniela Martinez. Molly Constance Mason. Christina Nicole Massaroni. Sebastian Mancuso Matia. Brandon R. May. Samantha A. Maza. Sydney E. McPartland. Mahasin Gulnaz Mumud. Derek E. Meisner. David C. Manillo. Sadie Rose Missioner. Kayla Vishende Maku. Zoe T. Mees. Erin Elizabeth Miller. Michael William Minahan. Thomas Richard Minahan. Grace Hyan Minkin. Jet Zhang Minkin. Ifra Mohammed. Mariela Monteroso. Josephine J. Moore. McKenna C. Morgan. Ariana Morrow. Jacob Tyler Mullins. Jackson Broderick Murray. Sarah Grace Nappy. Riley M. Nero. Gabriel M. S. Nish. Araj Nori. James Nuki. Kelsey O'Brien. Benjamin S. O'Connell. Emmett William O'Connell. Tyra M. O'Mealy Turnbull. Jenna Olivia O'Reilly. Meg Allison G. Obispo. Rachel Elizabeth Orr. Nicole Marie Overton. Merjan Liharon Osashik. Daniel J. Palmer. Dylan Christopher Park. Samantha Grace Percy. Nicholas Stanley Permal. Kara Annalise Patricus. Aaron J. Peel. Julian W. Pigliavento. Isabel Marie Pipa. Jennifer A. Pizarchek. Jillian N. Pritchard. Richard Sullivan Quinn. Arlson Progresso Rapasura. Khadijah Rasul. Osman Rasul. Jane Evans Raffelt. Amanda Susan Reidenbaugh. Peyton Emily Rice. Nicholas Paul Reyes. Taylor Alexandra Ritmo. Isabella Marie Riviezo. Theodore Robinson. Andres Esteban Rojo. Brooke Amber Ross. Corbin P. Round. Jonathan J. Rabonis. Jeremy Michael Ruby Jr. Riley C. Rudden. Christopher Frank Salamone. Lauren Elena Salamone. Anthony M. Salerno. Nicole Elizabeth Landberg Saulo. Angelina Emmy Samaru. Gabriel Santos. Timothy G. Schaefer. Victor Anthony Shingo III. Robert J. Schneider. Evan Schnell. Ava N. Schroeder. John B. Scott. Elizabeth A. Seitz. Santino Blaze Sementelli. Mary E. Shanahan. Masood Sharif. Christian A. Abdu. Brian Shim. Jeremy Thomas Sims. Aiden Ajit Singh. Minal S. Singh. Laura K. Sitterly. Alexa Harley Smith. Kyrie Romel Stevenson. Ismael Stewart. Parker Julia Steigels. Kim Layla Joyce Lasuki. Marlui D. Talatad. Muhammad T. Tasadak. Seth M. Teichman. Wei Ting Teo. William Thacker. Brian Gordon Thompson. Julia Marie Thurn. Lance Emmanuel Ascalon Tongson. Joseph Pierre Tenot. John Pasquale Toth. Sydney Simone Tao. Jack Nelson Trombley. Ann Y2. Knut P. Tyler Olson. Jordan R. Van Buren. Nicole R. Vargas. Sean Riley Venna. Gina Ann Voris. Taylor Elise Wadsworth. Evan C. Waggle. Samuel Mark Wagoner. Quentin J. Walsh. Haley L. Walters. Scott T. Ward. Jacob Gabriel Weber. Ming Yu Ho. Sao Ting Tang. Cooper Wei. Lindsay McAllister Whites. Brendan Wellick. Daniel Robert Wheeler. Aaron Liam Whitley. Maxim A. Whitman. Molly J. Wilde. Aiden Ashton Williams. Caitlin Joan Williams. Chloe Ryan Wilson. Mallory Faith Wilson. Aaron Yap. Naomi Yarkpiolo. Megan Rose Yockler. Sarah Grace Sakarewski. Michael Ziegler. Graduates, would you please stand? As a symbol of your having graduated, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the graduates of the class of 2019.